Hi viewers, I am Mary John Simon, by the way. Thank you for joining us on this session of how to invest positively on our children. What is an investment? Before we go further, an investment is an art of putting effort, time, or money into something to yield profit or advantage in time to come. Bringing it to the terms of the subject, which is our children, we can then say that investing in our children, we can say it's an art of putting in our effort, our time, or money into our children to make them profitable people to us, the society, and to the world at large in time to come. How do we invest in our children positively? How do we make investments that will yield profit? What can we invest in our children that will make them better people tomorrow? That is what we want to discuss in this video. Sit back and enjoy this video. There are three things that we can invest in our children. We can invest our time, we can invest our talents or our efforts, and we can invest our money, our treasure in our children. Time. How do we invest time in our children? Before we talk about how we invest time in our children, let's note this. Children have two currencies for love. There are two ways they diagnose or they believe or they conclude if you love them or hate them. So there are two currencies of love is time and attention. Time and attention. The amount of time you spend with them and the attention you give them is what they use to evaluate how much you love them. So many of us spend time with our children, but we don't give them attention. It's two different things to spend time with someone and to give someone attention. You can spend the whole of 24 hours with your children, but in that 24 hours you could be busy washing, cooking, doing so many types of house chores. You didn't give them attention, then you've not completed the two tasks. You must spend time and you must give attention to your children. Now, when we spend time and give attention to our children, they grow realizing how important they are to us. Our children, they grow to understand they are very valuable to us. And then they in turn develop greater desire to please us. They want to please us because they know that we appreciate them, we value them a lot. They want to please us. They want to make us happy at all times. They won't want to do things that will make us angry. They want to obey us more often. Most times it is because we don't really have the time of our children that make them to misbehave. And we create time for our children and give them attention. In fact, they will be more fond of us than their peer groups, where they get some of the bad advices and attitude they display. So, giving attention and time to our children is one of the greatest investments we can give to them, especially from their young age. They need our time, they need our attention. We need to pay attention to the little things they do and then know when we are to correct them. We need to pay attention to everything they do. We need to listen to them. We need to hear them. We need to observe them. We need to listen to their hearts, how they think, how they reason, how they behave. Then we will then know how to correct them. We will then know how to make them happy. Now, how do we now spend time with our children? How do we spend time with our children? How do we invest in time? Now, since we have come to understand that time and attention are the two powerful discipline investments that will result in better behaved children, To invest this time, that's what I tagged banking play time. How do we do this? Each day, you set aside 15 to 20 minutes each day to play with your children. Now, how do you do this playing? This playing now, you have to give them the room for them to decide what they want to play. Now, you play with them in their own language and understanding. You don't always be the boss. At times, you allow them to be the teacher while you be the learner. Now, in this time, you have to allow them to teach you the play they want to play. Allow them, feel free. You can do that in your home. You can try to go to children playing centers, but you have to be involved. You don't just go there and place them on the playing toys and then you go back to your phones. No, you have to be involved. You have to let yourself get involved. Allow them pick the activity they want to play, but let it not be TV, because TV will not let you be involved. Let it be other activities that you can be involved in. And you observe them, you comment on the good behavior they are exhibiting during those playing time. You applaud them, you make them feel, you get yourself involved. Now, this is not the time for you to shout or scold them. This is not the time for you to tell them this is wrong or this is right. This is not the time for you to start giving them signals. It's the time for you to allow them. Just observe what is in them. Let them come out themselves and express themselves. Now, at that time, you observe what they're doing and you get yourself involved. You give them those time for them to play and feel free. You observe the negative. When you observe there are some negative things they are doing, try not to be in a haste to begin to shout at them. Try not to be in a haste to begin to scold them. You try to ignore it. Then when you keep observing and then this negative behavior is increasing and might cause harm to them, you can stop the banking playtime. Now, by so doing, when next you bring up those activities, they wouldn't want to display those negative behaviors. They wouldn't want to, because they know that when they do that, you are going to cut the playtime short. So, to invest time in our children, we need to play with them. We need to get involved with their activities. That's summary. We need to get involved with what they like to do. Play with them. If you do this for like 3 to 4 weeks, definitely you will see changes in your children. You see that they are more attached to you. You see that they always want to make you happy, so that you won't deny them those privileges you give them. You see they always want to obey you. They always want to do those things that you like, so that when that time comes, you won't say no to those beautiful moments of their banking playtime. So let's try to apply these principles into our children. Make out time to play with them. Give them attention. Invest your time in your children. Invest it positively. Another thing you can invest in your children is your efforts and talents. You can invest your efforts by teaching them to do things by themselves. Yes, you have to teach your children how to do things by themselves. As they grow up from their young age, you have to teach them that every age has things they can do for themselves. When they grow up to the time of sitting, they have to teach them how to sit. You have to teach them how to walk, how to stand. You have to teach them how to eat. You have to teach them how to bathe. You have to teach them how to talk. You have to teach them how to sweep, how to do minor house chores. You teach them. You have to use your efforts, and by example too. You have to teach them how to do those things. Then you have to teach them some skills. There's some basic talents you have already. You have to teach them by practicalizing it with them. You let them learn those skills. As you are investing, these things you invest in them, in time to come, those things will make them better people tomorrow. Those things you invest in them will make them better children tomorrow. They will distinguish them from other people, from other children. Wherever they find themselves, they can be able to cope. Some children become so handicapped when their parents are not there because they are not taught how to live independently. They're not taught how to live self-sufficient lives. So you have to make out time, teachers, you have to invest your effort and talent on your children and teach them what they ought to do. Now, that thing you can invest in your children is your money. Your money goes a long way in doing so many things for your children. With your money, you can use your money to train them in schools. You train them in basic skill acquisition centers. You train them. Teach them skills. Enroll them in basic learning skill centers where they can learn some skills that they can use to earn money for themselves. Teach them what money is and how it is earned. Don't just teach them how to spend money. Teach your children how to earn money, so that even if you are not there tomorrow, they can be able to be able to cater for their needs. They can be able to take care of their needs. Teach children how to make money in their own little ways. As they grow in different stages of their growth, teach them how they can make money from at the level of their growth which they are. Then teach them how to combine their studies and their learn and other skills. They can combine their going to school with learning skills, or learning skills, which you know that those skills they learn, they can use it to help them to earn income, to earn money in time to come. Teach them how to combine those things together. Then grow your children earnings. Save for them. Grow your earnings and make them get involved into the get them involved into the earning process. How to earn, how to save. Teach them how to save. That when they get money, they will know that you're not supposed to spend all you get. You're supposed to save part of what you get. So you learn to open kids accounts for your children. It's very important. You can go to your different banking institution and make inquiries of how you can open accounts for your children. You can decide to open an investment account. You can decide to open accounts for their studies. Different accounts can be opened. Just consult your banking institutions. They will bring you to light of how to do those things, how to open an account for your children, accounts that will benefit them in time to come. When they grow to ages where they can be able to get access to their accounts, you introduce them to the account and teach them how to manage it, because it is not enough for you to open an account for your child. It is enough for you to teach that child the value of money and teach that child the value of the essence of knowing how to spend, when to spend, and how to save. You teach this child so that they don't grow tomorrow and they just after taking a long time for you to save that thing, the money in the account, and when you give them access to it, you just squander it. So we have to teach the children how to spend, how to earn, how to save. It's very important. So having talked about these three virtues of investment, which is one is investing your time, investing your effort and talent, and investing your money on your children. I want to encourage you, parents out there, that we should continue to invest positively on our children. It is okay when we give them their basic needs, but it does not end there. We need to do more so that tomorrow we can be proud of these children. Tomorrow we can boldly say, this is my child, this is my daughter. Tomorrow we can boldly beat our chest that we've done our part. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. Please endeavor to subscribe and like. Love you. God bless you.